Have you ever noticed how some breads leave you feeling bloated, sluggish, or even foggy-headed, even if you only had one slice? Or maybe your blood sugar spikes after a sandwich and you crash an hour later. If you're over 60, your body processes bread very differently than it did in your younger years. And the wrong kind could silently sabotage your energy, digestion, and even your heart. But here's the good news: not all breads are bad. In fact, some can support stable blood sugar, muscle strength, and even gut health. In today's video, we're diving into a topic that affects almost every senior's kitchen. Bread. We single quotes LL break down the 4 worst breads you should avoid after 60, and the 4 healthiest, senior-friendly breads you can eat every day without guilt. You'll learn which breads spike blood sugar the fastest, which ones contribute to belly fat and brain fog, and which ones are rich in fiber, protein, and gut-friendly nutrients. So grab a notepad or just sit back and relax. Let's make your bread habit smarter, not stricter. The 4 worst breads to avoid after 61. White bread, especially store-bought sliced brands. Let's start with the obvious villain. White bread. It might be soft, nostalgic, and perfect for toast, but nutritionally, it's an empty shell. White bread is made from refined flour, meaning all the fiber and nutrients have been stripped away. What you're left with is a high glycemic food that spikes blood sugar fast and offers zero support for digestion or long-term energy. For older adults, those spikes can increase inflammation, worsen insulin resistance, lead to energy crashes and irritability. Plus, the preservatives and emulsifiers in many commercial brands can disrupt gut health over time. 2. Potato bread. Potato bread seems wholesome because it includes potatoes, but don't be fooled. While potatoes are natural, potato bread is often ultra-processed and contains added sugars, low fiber, and fast-digesting starches. These are quickly converted into glucose. Bad news for seniors with prediabetes or weight gain concerns. It also tends to be heavier and can cause bloating or gas in older adults, especially those with slower digestion. 3. Raisin bread or healthy fruit breads. This one's tricky. Raisin breads are marketed as healthier, but often they're sugar bombs in disguise. A single slice can contain added sugars, molasses, high fructose corn syrup, refined white flour. That's a dangerous mix for anyone managing blood sugar, weight, or heart health. And the sad part, the raisins, which are healthy on their own, are so overshadowed by sugar that they lose their benefit. 4. Gluten-free bread. Surprise! Now this may shock you, but many gluten-free breads are not healthier unless you have celiac disease or a diagnosed sensitivity. In fact, many gluten-free breads are made with rice starch, tapioca starch, potato starch. Cheese can spike blood sugar even faster than wheat flour. Plus, they often lack fiber and protein, to nutrients seniors need for steady digestion and energy. So unless you truly need to avoid gluten, skip these health halo breads. The 4 best breads to eat daily after 60. Let's shift gears, because now we're talking about the breads that nourish, support energy, and help you age stronger. 1. Sprouted grain bread. Like Ezekiel bread, sprouted grain breads are made from whole grains that have started to germinate, unlocking powerful nutrients. Why it's great for seniors: higher in protein and fiber, easier to digest, lower glycemic index, supports muscle preservation and gut health. It's also free from added sugars and artificial junk, which is rare these days. Try it toasted with avocado, almond butter, or even scrambled eggs. 2. 100% whole grain rye bread, especially the dense dark kind, is loaded with soluble fiber, The kind that helps manage cholesterol and support gut bacteria. It's also slower to digest, meaning it gives you steady energy. Not a sugar spike. Look for rye bread that lists whole rye flour or rye meal as the first ingredient. Asterisk 3. Sourdough bread. Traditional, long-fermented sourdough isn't just tasty. It's science-backed and gut-friendly. Traditional. Sourdough goes through a natural fermentation process that breaks down gluten, phytic acid, and other compounds that make bread harder to digest for older adults. Here's why it's good for you. Lower glycemic index than regular bread, easier to digest. Even for some gluten-sensitive folks, fermentation supports healthy gut bacteria. Naturally preservative-free when homemade or artisanal, but be careful. Many store-bought sourdoughs are just regular bread with vinegar or sour flavoring. Always check the label or look for wild fermented or natural starter on the packaging. Asterisk 4. Oat bread made with whole oats plus whole wheat. Whole oats are one of the most heart-friendly grains out there, and when combined with whole wheat flour, they create a hearty, nourishing bread. Oat bread benefits for older adults, high in beta-glucan, which lowers LDL cholesterol, supports steady digestion, naturally boosts feelings of fullness, mild flavor, pairs well with both sweet and savory toppings. Look for whole oats or rolled oats in the first few ingredients. Bonus points if it has seeds like flax or sunflower. Asterisk common questions plus concerns. Is it okay to have bread every day after 60? Absolutely, if you choose the right kind. The key is to look for breads that are whole grain, not just wheat, free from added sugar, high in fiber and or protein, low in preservatives and gums. And remember, portion size matters. 1 or 2 slices per day, paired with healthy fats or protein, is perfectly reasonable for most older adults. Asterisk what if I have diabetes or prediabetes? In that case, bread becomes even trickier, but not off limits. Stick with low glycemic breads like sprouted grain bread, traditional sourdough, whole grain rye. Pair it with protein or healthy fats like eggs, nut butter, or cottage cheese to slow the sugar absorption. And of course, monitor your blood sugar and talk to your doctor or dietitian for personalized advice. Asterisk can I just switch to wraps or flatbreads instead? That depends. Many wraps and flatbreads are just refined flour in a different shape and may have even more preservatives, but if you find whole grain or sprouted wraps, they can be a great option, especially for lighter meals. Just check the ingredients. If enriched wheat flour is first, skip it. Asterisk if this video helped you rethink your daily bread habits, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more senior health tips every week. Drop a comment below. What kind of bread do you eat daily, and are you planning to make a switch? And remember, healthy aging starts with small, smart choices, even at the breakfast table. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.